When Susan Boyle stepped onto the stage of Britain's Got Talent in 2008, the audience didn't see a superstar. They saw an unassuming woman in a modest dress, her hair slightly untidy, her demeanor nervous but hopeful. People exchanged skeptical glances, judging her before she even sang a note. But when Susan opened her mouth to sing I Dreamed a Dream from Les Miserables, everything changed. Her voice, angelic and powerful, swept through the room like a revelation, silencing doubters and moving the judges to tears. That single performance captivated not only the live audience but also millions around the world. Susan Boyle, the woman who had been overlooked and underestimated her entire life, became an international sensation overnight. Her story wasn't just about talent, it was a tale of resilience, proving that dreams could come true no matter the odds. Susan was born on April 1st, 1961, in the small town of Blackburn, West Lothian, Scotland. She was the youngest of 10 children in a working-class family. Her father, Patrick Boyle, was a miner who also sang part-time, while her mother, Bridget, worked as a shorthand typist. Susan's birth came with complications. Bridget was 47 years old at the time, and the difficult delivery resulted in Susan being briefly deprived of oxygen. Doctors believed this led to brain damage, which was later proven incorrect. However, the misdiagnosis shaped much of Susan's early life, leading her to believe she was different and academically inferior to others. Growing up in a bustling but financially strained household, Susan often felt overshadowed by her older siblings. Her family lived in a 4-bedroom council house where resources were scarce and every day was a struggle to make ends meet. Despite this, music became her refuge. Influenced by her father's singing and her own love for performance, Susan found her voice in the local parish choir. Singing gave her a sense of purpose and confidence that she couldn't find anywhere else. Susan's school life, however, was a stark contrast to the joy she found in music. She was relentlessly bullied by her classmates, who teased her for her slow learning pace and often called her Susie Simple. Teachers, too, contributed to her struggles, resorting to harsh punishments when Susan failed to keep up with the fast-paced curriculum. Her undiagnosed epilepsy made matters worse. Seizures during class often led to humiliation as peers laughed and ridiculed her. Susan's academic journey was one of constant setbacks, leaving her with few qualifications and a deeply ingrained sense of inadequacy. At home, Susan's challenges were met with a mix of overprotection and misunderstanding. Her parents, unsure of how to handle her epilepsy and perceived learning difficulties, sometimes dismissed her requests for extra help. Despite these hardships, Susan's love for music persisted. Her mother, Bridget, was her unwavering supporter, encouraging her to participate in local talent shows and nurturing her dreams of becoming a singer. However, Susan's own lack of confidence often held her back. She watched shows like Britain's Got Talent from the sidelines, convinced she wasn't good enough to compete. Bridget's death in 2007 was a devastating blow for Susan, but it also became a catalyst for change. Her mother had always believed in her talent and urged her to audition for Britain's Got Talent. In 2008, Susan decided to honor her mother's memory by stepping onto the stage. Clad in a simple dress and armed with her dream, Susan performed I Dreamed a Dream, a song that echoed her own longing for a better life. The audience's initial skepticism turned to awe, and the judges gave her a standing ovation. Amanda Holden called it the biggest wake-up call ever, and Simon Cowell's typically stern demeanor softened with genuine admiration. Susan's performance quickly became a global sensation, with her audition video going viral on YouTube and garnering millions of views. Susan's sudden fame was unprecedented. Celebrities like Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher tweeted their support, and media outlets around the world clamored to tell her story. Although she finished second in the competition to the dance troupe Diversity, her impact far surpassed the confines of the show. Her journey resonated with people from all walks of life, inspiring them to pursue their own dreams regardless of age, appearance, or circumstance. In November 2009, Susan released her debut album, I Dreamed a Dream. It was an instant success, shattering records and selling over 2 million copies in its first week. The album included a mix of heartfelt covers and personal tracks, such as You'll See, which she dedicated to the bullies who had once tormented her. The album's success cemented Susan's place in music history, making her one of the fastest-selling debut artists of all time. By the end of its release year, the album had sold over 9 million copies worldwide. While Susan's professional life soared, the pressures of fame took a toll on her health. The intense media scrutiny, coupled with the demands of her newfound career, led to a mental breakdown shortly after the Britain's Got Talent finale. Susan was admitted to a mental health facility, a move that highlighted the lack of support for reality TV contestants thrust into the spotlight. Reports revealed that producers had prioritized ratings over the well-being of participants, sparking criticism of the show's handling of its stars. Despite these challenges, Susan demonstrated remarkable resilience. She continued to release successful albums, including The Gift, 2010, and Someone to Watch Over Me, 2011. In 2012, Susan received a life-changing diagnosis. She had Asperger's syndrome, a form of autism. This revelation brought clarity to her lifelong struggles with social interactions and learning. For years, Susan had believed she was damaged, but the diagnosis allowed her to understand herself better and advocate for neurodivergent individuals. She also revealed that her earlier diagnosis of brain damage had been incorrect, a bittersweet discovery that validated her feelings of unfair treatment. Around the same time, Susan faced another health challenge when she was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. The condition forced her to make significant lifestyle changes, including giving up chocolate, her favorite indulgence. These health issues, combined with the rigors of her career, led Susan to retreat from the spotlight in the mid-2010s. However, her love for music never waned. She released albums like Hope, 2014, and A Wonderful World, 2016, both of which showcased her ability to connect with audiences on an emotional level. In 2019, Susan celebrated a decade in the music industry with the release of 10, a compilation of her greatest hits. The album was a testament to her enduring talent and resilience, reminding the world of the voice that had captured their hearts. While Susan's professional achievements continued to garner acclaim, her personal life remained grounded. She chose to live in her childhood home in Blackburn, valuing the comfort and familiarity of her roots over the trappings of wealth. Her Roman Catholic faith played a central role in her life, guiding her in acts of service such as visiting elderly parishioners and singing in her church choir. Tragedy struck in 2013 when Susan lost her sister Bridie to cancer. Bridie had been a steadfast supporter throughout Susan's rise to fame, offering guidance and shielding her from media scrutiny. Her death left Susan deeply saddened, underscoring the personal sacrifices that often accompany public success. During this time, Susan also faced a public feud with her brother Jerry, who accused her of financial favoritism after she lent him money to save his failing business. The fallout strained family relationships, but Susan's eventual reconciliation with her siblings highlighted her commitment to family, even in the face of adversity. In 2022, Susan suffered a minor stroke, which temporarily derailed her plans to perform. However, her determination to return to the stage never wavered. In 2023, she made a triumphant comeback, performing I Dreamed a Dream with the West End cast of Les Miserables. Susan later revealed that she had undergone extensive speech therapy to prepare for the performance, demonstrating her unwavering dedication to her craft. The performance was a poignant reminder of the journey that had brought her from a small Scottish town to the global stage. Today, Susan Boyle remains a symbol of resilience, humility, and the power of self-belief. Her story continues to inspire millions, reminding them that it's never too late to chase their dreams. Whether performing on a grand stage or quietly serving her community, Susan's journey is a beacon of hope for anyone who has ever felt underestimated or overlooked. Beneath her immense success lies a story of perseverance and authenticity, a story that will resonate for generations to come.